Hello, PDL Wi-Fi viewers. Skippy here, back, coach of the Steel City Surge. We got Week 6 upcoming, going up against the Orlando Mews and KirotoGODZ. It's a very interesting matchup here. We're going up against the likes of Meowscarada, Garchomp. He's also got Necrozma, Arcanine Hisui, Jolteon, Alcremie, Vaporeon. Very interesting and difficult team to prep for. Terra captains being Jolteon and Alcremie. Very much a stressful match to try and get ready for, but we have something built, and it looks like Kiroto is going to be another minute, so I'll just cut this out later in the video. All right, after some technical delays, we are ready to start. So we're going to go ahead and search here. All right. We are ready to go. Now, this is a little bit about the team here. We have Scarf, Dragapult, because there is Meowscarada, there is Garchomp on the other side, so I'm a little scared, but let's see what we get here. We got Alcremie, Jolteon, Arcanine, Chomp, Meowscarada, and Vaporeon. Alright. We always lead Dragapult in this scenario. This is more or less kind of what I was expecting to see. There isn't Necrozma, which is good. No Scizor, which is kind of nice. No Conkeldurr, so feeling pretty good about Gambit. If he does lead Alcremie, that's fine. I U-turn out into Ogerpon and we should be fine. But I'm expecting a different lead from him. Best of luck to Kiroto. Alright, let's see. What do we got? We got a Jolteon lead. Okay. Jolteon, it's probably a Terra Ice of some sort. I am going to U-turn right off the bat because I do not want to stay in on this thing and I want to get some momentum. If he Terras right off the bat, we know the cream isn't Terra at all, so that's good. Good info to note. Just thinking a little bit about this. We outspeed it. Guaranteed. I'm pretty sure. We have a lot of speed. I think we do outspeed even if it's Scarfed, potentially. I know I outspeed Chomp and Meowscarada. So if this thing is Scarfed, good for him. No Terra. Okay, we do about a third. So that's no defensive investment. I like the no Terra here, so I'm going to go in with Gliscor, I think. I think that makes the most sense. Because I don't think Jolteon gets anything that can hit me. No. It doesn't. So we go into Gliscor. Pretty much for free. It's a Volt Switch. Alright, so we got Volt Switch, and we block it. We get a free Toxic off. He's not going to want to stay in. Or if he goes for Terra Ice, I can protect. I think I protect because I want to see what he wants to do. Because if he's Terra Ice, we die right off the bat. And that's not what I want. I want to see what he wants to do here. And I don't want a hard double. I could double. I could double. What do I double into? No, I don't want to double. I'm going to protect here. I'm going to protect and see what he wants to do. He just hard switches. Okay. So we reveal protect, but that's fine. We get to see what his switch into this is. This Vaporeon. Okay. Vaporeon's interesting. I get the feeling this is an Ice Beam. How much does a Vaporeon do with Ice Beam? Ice Beam does about half if it's not invested, if it's not offensive. I'm going to hard switch into Suicune here, I think. Yeah, just in case. Because it doesn't get anything that really threatens Suicune. Yeah, it doesn't really hit Suicune that hard. Yeah, Ice Beam isn't the best, but we could pivot out of it. Gliscor is now poisoned too, so that's also really good. I could have gone for a Toxic on this thing, but I want to preserve that for later and kind of keep it in the back. What does he go for? He goes for Scald. Okay, he might not have Ice Beam then. Okay, and that took us from 404 to 358. 358, that's 11% from Scald. That's roughly in non-investment range. So I'm inclined to think he's defensive. He's physically defensive, which is fine. I actually kind of like that. I'm going to go ahead and Ice Beam here just to show it off a bit and see what he wants to switch in on Suicune. He doesn't really have a lot of Suicune switch-ins. So this is probably the Suicune switch-in, which isn't that bad. Yeah, he stays in. We did very little there. Goes for Flip Turn. Okay. So he's got Scald, Flip Turn. Scald and Flip Turn. Flip Turn did very, very little, so I think it is physically bulky. Ice Beam did not do that much. It did roughly 6 to 7, so it's definitely bulky. It's definitely physically bulky too. Meowscarada comes in. I think we can just safely switch into Go-Goat on the Meowscarada. I mean, I don't want to take a lot of damage from the Suicune here. I'm going to switch safely into my Go-Goat. We're going to switch into Go-Goat here. We get to see what this has. If he U-turns, it's a goated play. I don't think he does. He goes for the Flower Trick. Okay, so we do get the boost. That's huge. And now we can Terra. This is a very good start for us. We go ahead and Terra Water here. And I think we go for a Brick Break. What likes a Brick Break on his team? Not a lot. I'm going to go for the Terra Water and the Brick Break. This is also a +1 Go-Goat right now, so it's going to do a large chunk of change to Meowscarada. And we also get, he just straight up switches. Okay, so possibly Scarfed, also possibly Banded. Vintage Beauty. It's the Vaporeon. Okay, this is going to take a ton of damage here. This is going to take a decent amount of damage, I would think. Brick Break, 17 to 20% or so. That's about a fifth. It's not bad damage. Not bad damage at all. Yeah, that's roughly a fifth or so. And we do get to see lefties. Okay. Now, the funny thing here is I can go for a Horn Leech, and it would do half damage. And I'm pretty sure... No, we outspeed it. Unless it has speed investment, which I don't think it does. I'm thinking I go for a Trailblaze, and then I go for a Horn Leech. We're going to go for a Trailblaze and then a Horn Leech, just so we can get some speed boost. Yeah, that does roughly 30-ish%. 40-ish%. Goes for Flip Turn, that's fine. So we're at +1 speed now, so we are at 258. He probably goes into Jolteon, but we are Assault Vest, so we should live a Jolteon Choice Specs, which it could be Choice Specs. We should be able to live a Jolteon Thunderbolt. And see what he goes into. That flip turn did not do a lot of damage at all. Voltaire, yeah, that's the Jolteon. Okay, so Jolteon. Let's see. Jolteon, if it's Choice Specs... Choice Specs T-Bolt does not do a ton at all unless he's modest. So I can safely go for an Earthquake here. I don't see any reason why I don't go for an Earthquake. It should guaranteed knock it out. Hornleech may also knock it out, but I don't like the variability with it. He's straight up hard switches, so something's going to take an Earthquake here. He goes into Galar. Oh, it's the Cream. Okay, that's going to take a lot of damage. Takes about a third. Okay. Takes roughly a third. Okay, and it's lefties. Okay, let's see. Now, Creamy. Took roughly a third. Yeah, that checks out. Hornleech should be able to do a ton of damage to it. Although, I'm more inclined right now to go into Ogerpon and get a Taunt off. I think I go into Ogerpon. Yeah, I'm gonna switch into Ogerpon here. This Cream is physically defensive, but I can get a heart Taunt off with Ogerpon. Plus, Go-Goat is not threatened as much right now. We have Chip on the Vaporeon, so I'm feeling pretty good about this play. The straight up withdrawal. Okay, so the straight up hard switch. Katara. Okay, goes back into the Vaporeon for some reason. I am Trailblaze on the Vapor on this thing, so he's at less than 50. I want to say he's... We might be in Trailblaze range here. I think I go for it. We're in Trailblaze range. I'm gonna go for it. We're gunning for it. We're gunning for the Trailblaze here. And if we don't get the Trailblaze, if we don't get the KO, we're at +1 speed, which is really good. He goes for Protect. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so he might live a Trailblaze now. But Trailblaze is my best move at the moment, so I'm more inclined to just go for it. He can't burn me with Scald. Scald is going to do roughly a third anyway, and that's not going to be great for him. And getting a lot of damage on this thing is really good. Okay, yeah, that's full Fizz Death. Alright, so what does he go here? He goes for Wish. That makes sense. Okay. He does have damage on a good amount of his Mons. So he might Wish Pass here. He might just Protect. I am going to expect to Protect, and I'm going to switch into Go-Goat. Because we can get health back with Hornleech. And I don't think this thing can hit Terra Water Go-Goat at all. I want to keep Suicune as healthy as possible for the Arcanine. Yeah, Scald. This might burn me, and if it does, that's unfortunate. It does not burn me. He's going to get a lot of health back. But I can just go for a Hornleech here and not really be punished. Because I'm pretty sure it would do a ton of damage to Garchomp anyway. So I'm going to go for the Hornleech. Because I can get my HP back. He stays in. We do a lot of damage. We do roughly 40 or so. Makes sense. We get a lot of health back. He goes for Wish again. That's okay. He's using Wish PP, which is good. And we know it's a physically defensive set. This is fine. He could switch into Jolteon. If he does, that's okay. I'm gonna Trailblaze here. Does switch. What does he switch into? Carlos Galar the Champion. That's the cream again. Okay. He does not want that to be chipped at all. Go right back into Ogerpon. This is fine. Does go for Acid Armor. So that's gonna boost him to +2 speed. I'm gonna go ahead and taunt. He's at +2 defense. And if he switches back into the Vaporeon, this is actually really, really good. So if he does decide to hard switch, he doesn't. He stays in, he gets taunted. So that's good. Stored power, it's not gonna do a ton at all. That's doing very little. I'm going to switch into Gambit here because this is a really good option here. We're gonna switch into Gambit because he can't do anything. And try to put pressure on him. And if he does try to switch out, then that's also good. Does go for stored power again. Okay, so Acid Armor, stored power. Iron Head, we are faster, and Iron Head does do a chunk of change here. So I am... Yeah, I'm gonna go for Iron Head. I don't see why I don't go for Iron Head here. He does Terra. What does he Terra into? If he Terra Fires, that's pretty nice. Terra Fairy. Okay. Terra Fairy, that's fine. We're still faster, and we're still gonna do at least a third, I want to say, with Iron Head. And we might get a flinch. That's a lot of damage. Does go for Draining Kiss. Okay, so that's gonna do a chunk. He's gonna get a lot of that HP back as well. We gotta get a flinch here. This is kind of an issue. I think it's kind of an issue. Yeah, Gambit's like the only thing I can really do. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep going for Gambit and hope we get a lot of crits or a flinch. We need a flinch or two. Nice, flinch. That's big. If we get a flinch or a crit, it might be GG's for him. That's a lot of damage. Another flinch guaranteed. Oh, we don't get the flinch, but that's okay. We gotta get another flinch here. A flinch or a crit saves this game for us and we don't get swept by this thing, because this thing is a menace. So close, that was a roll. We got the flinch! Let's go! This thing is not sweeping me! Not right now, at least. Hell no! Hell no! We ain't getting swept today. Not right now. I got Toxic in the back too on Gliscor. And we take down the cream! Gambit coming through, taking down the Alcremie. Big threat neutralized. Scarf Gambit coming through. Scarf Gambit. Stan, you are a beast. Let's go. All right, big threat out of the way. Okay, this is the Arcanine. Do I need Stan anymore? I mean, Sucker Punch is great. I think Go-Go's still useful. How much is Suicune taking from an Arcanine Hisui Choice Band? How much is Suicune taking? Head Smash is not doing a ton to Gambit at all. Could lock into close combat. Honestly, I think we still go into Suicune here. Well, let's see if it's gonna go for Head Smash, or if it goes for close combat, it might be over. Stealth Rock. Okay, so it's not Scarf. Okay. Little annoying with Rock Zip, but it's fine. We've prepped for this. Nothing on this team likes a Scald except Vaporeon. Do I predict the Vaporeon switch in? I think I do, because it's not very... I mean, Ice Beam's doing about 10%. We can definitely... It's not choiced, so we can definitely live hits on this thing. So I'm going to go for an Ice Beam, predicting the switch. He does switch, so prediction noted. Goes back into the Vaporeon. This is going to chunk it down just a little bit. If we get a freeze, this is goated. We do not get the freeze. That's okay. Okay, so we do have Rocks up, which is a little bit of an issue, but it's okay. Go into Go-Goat. Man, the Cream being out early is huge. Gambit came through big time. I am kind of a little worried about the Rocks being up, but not really. Like, not a ton. I do have ways of healing. He does go for Wish. That's okay. Nothing on his team really enjoys an Earthquake right now. I think I could go for that. Vaporeon. Go-Goat. I mean, Horn Leech makes the most sense here. I'm going to go for the Horn Leech. He could protect and try to get this thing back up to full, which would be annoying, but it's okay. Let's see what he does. Might switch into Chomp, which isn't horrible, depending on the set that Chomp is. He does switch. What does he go into? Arlong, yep, it's the Garchomp. We're gonna see if it's Helmet. That's doing like a quarter. Rough Skin. It is not Rocky Helmet. This might be an offensive Garchomp. If this is SD Scale Shot, this could be an issue. I think I go Gliscor, right? I mean, Scale Shot's doing a good chunk. I'm gonna go into Gliscor here and get a toxic off on this thing, because I don't see why he would go for Ice Fang if he has it. He might also go for Spikes, but I doubt that based off of what I've seen. Goes for Swords Dance. Okay, so he's at +2. I am going to Toxic here, because I can kind of stall this thing out if it's Scale Shot, Swords Dance. I do have Gambit in the back too as a Sucker Punch fodder, with Supreme Overlord too, so I can keep that in the back and try to whittle this thing down. He is Scale Shot. It's 1. He might be Loaded Dice. If he's Loaded Dice, I might live. Depends. He is Loaded Dice. I might live if he only hits 4. He only hits 4, so that's fine. Defense gets lowered, but speed goes up by 2. We do Toxic it. Man, 4 hits really did a number on me. That was a lot of high rolls in there too. That did roughly 90%. Okay, so this current iteration, I mean, I'm gonna protect here, I think. Does go for another SD, so this is not good. I mean, Suicune lives. Suicune does live 1, potentially. How much HP is Suicune at? I think it's at nearly full, right? It's at full. So, yeah, it lives a scale shot from here. I am going to go for an Earthquake, I think. Yeah, Earthquake does roughly half. I could try to go for a Spikes if he does miss. I think Scale Shot has a chance to miss. I think Spikes is probably really good right now with the amount of switching he's doing, so I'm going to go for Spikes and see if we can get that off. If not, we're going to lose Gliscor, and that's okay. I still see a scenario where I win. He has Poison Jab. Interesting. That's okay. I'm just writing this stuff down real quick. I'm gonna go into Suicune here. We still have Go-Goat for the Arcanine. And again, we still have other stuff in the back. Suicune can live a Scale Shot here from this range. I'm going to trust and hope and go for the Ice Beam. He has EQ, we live that. We do, oh my gosh. Suicune the monster. Suicune's a monster. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was a scary setup. I'm so glad we took that thing out. That's a really annoying Mon out of the way. Voltaire, the great friend. I am just gonna straight up go for a Scald, I think, and sack off Suicune here, because, I mean, Suicune does do good against Arcanine, but we still have Go-Goat in the back, and we can use that to our advantage. And Jolteon is kind of annoying, but we can play around it. I'm gonna go for a Scald here. He does go for the T-Bolt. Jolteon's gonna take out Suicune, that's fine. It's Life Orb, okay. Life Orb. I think Bingus can take a Life Orb Jolteon's attack. If it's Life Orb. Yeah, it does. Oh, that's Gambit. Yeah, it definitely does. And it can KO with Stomping Tantrum, which is huge. So yeah, we go into Bingus here. We can Ivy Cudgel, or we can Stomping Tantrum. I think Stomping Tantrum is a better play. But Volt Switch into Meow is kind of annoying. I'm gonna go for the Ivy Cudgel here. It's a 50-50 here what he switches into. If he switches into Vaporeon, that's kind of a throw. He goes for T-Bolt. He's trying to go for a KO here. We should be able to just break through this and just knock it out. We do. Bingus gets his first kill of the season. Bingus gets his first KO of the season. Congratulations, Bingus, you've done something. Arcanine comes out. I'm pretty sure we outspeed the Arcanine. Unless he decided to go with Scarf. We outspeed normal. How much does he do? If he has Scarf, how much does he do to Go-Goat? Not a lot. Not a lot. It does like half. I am going to go for Stomping Tantrum here. We'll see if he's Scarf. He is Scarf, and he does go for Head Smash. Okay. He is Scarf. Good to know. So now we go into Go-Goat. I mean, I definitely go for EQ here. He's Scarf, so he has to either go for this or he has to switch. And we live at least one, so I don't know if he knows that though. And if he's adamant, we still live one. We're at 329, the most he can do is 256. He's thinking about it. He might switch into Meow. If he does, he's gonna stay in. All right, so we're gonna get the KO here. We are gonna get the KO onto Arcanine. Nice. That's huge. So now we just got Vaporeon and Meowscarada to deal with. And he does go Meowscarada here. Meowscarada, if it's Choice Band, I mean, Triple Axle might kill. U-turn probably kills. Yeah, those definitely KO. I'm gonna go for a Brick Break though, because I don't think he stays in. He goes for Low Kick. Okay, interesting. I don't think he's Choice. If he's Choice, he throws. I think I go into Pult here, because I can U-turn. Because if he has Choice Band, he has to switch. And Vaporeon, I don't think Vaporeon takes a Draco very well. Meowscarada definitely doesn't. Yeah, Meowscarada definitely doesn't. So I can stay in and go for Draco. We definitely live. I think the play is actually to U-turn. Potentially. Because he doesn't stay in here unless he has Sucker. And if he has Sucker, he's going to do a massive amount of damage, but then he does not Choice at all. I'm going to U-turn in case he's like Focus Sash. Because he could be Focus Sash. I'm going to U-turn. Let's see. Are you Choiced? Are you Choiced is my main question here. I don't think he's Choiced. I think he's figuring out what he wants to do. I'm pretty sure we live one. He is Choiced. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's Choiced. This is a good play. We get some extra chip onto this. And I think... Okay. That may have been a throw thinking about it now because there is Rocky Helmet, or there is rocks on the field. But I'm pretty sure a Katal Cleave can take out the Vaporeon. I'm pretty sure a Katal Cleave can take out the Vaporeon. Yeah, 30% Supreme Overlord boost. There's 4 allies. Yeah, Katal Cleave should be able to clean up Katara here. We definitely outspeed it, so we're gonna go for a Katal Cleave. And then that, if we knock this thing out, then the Meowscarada has a decision to make what it wants to go for. Protect. That's not going to save you. Because I don't think Meowscarada likes this either. Yeah, Meowscarada pretty much can get 2-hit KO'd by Kowtow Cleave. So I'm not worried. I'm going to go ahead and Kowtow Cleave. I don't think you live this. You're in range of a Kowtow Cleave here. You get the double. Wow. That's actually kind of crazy. That double may have saved your butt. You're still in range of a Kowtow Cleave here. Ah, we don't knock it out. He does get the wish. That's annoying. I'm gonna keep Kowtow and Cleave. Oh! He just wasted his wish. He wasted the wish. Okay, now the Meowscarada has a decision to make. This Meowscarada has a decision to make here. We go for a Kowtow Cleave again. We just keep going for it. I don't think he knows we're Scarfed. I don't think he knows we're Scarfed. He might think we're Choice Banded, but maybe not. It's Agility. Uh-oh. It's definitely not Choiced. It might be Expert Belt. Okay. How much does 5 allies do? 5 allies Sucker Punch does not do it enough. So this is a problem. Low kick, flower trick, agility. It's gotta have like knockoff blast, right? I think I lost potentially. Meowscarada at +2. Yeah, it outspeeds. I think I lost. I think that's GG's to Kiroto. No shot! He missed! No shot! I don't deserve this! And the crit, that's unnecessary. Oh my gosh, Kiroto, I feel so bad for you, man. That's rough. Oh my gosh. Dude, you deserve that win. I don't deserve that. I lost. You had me. I thought that Meowscarada was banded or choice scarfed or something. Oh my gosh, that's... Dude, I can't handle that. GG's, Kiroto. I hope to meet you in playoffs again because, damn, that was a great game. GG's. Again, I hope to see you in playoffs. That's a rough way to lose, man. I feel so bad for you, honestly. Thank you all for watching. Catch us back next week for Week 7. We're nearing the end of the season. Let's make a playoff push. Kiroto, I hope to see you again, man. Great game.